At last, here we are, finally at the last lap of our experience with Microsoft Access. I'd like to use this timeout to summarize everything we've been able to do, and then if time permits, I'm going to give us one more activity, to spice things up. In this tutorial, we've been able to learn about tables, in which case we explained and saw how Microsoft Access was basically about fields and records. We learned how we could use fields, how we could use records, how we use the fields to specify what forms of records needed to be entered inside our Microsoft Access tables. We also saw how we could use relationships to join one or two or more tables together so that they could all reflect and display information or data at the same level. We went further to discuss how we could use queries, and we said that queries was used to display specific data to answer a question about our database, and we saw how easily that could be done from the queries group. We also looked at how we could use forms to uniquely display our data in a very, very fun and entertaining way, such that it becomes easier for users to relate with our database. And finally, we discussed reports, where we saw how we could summarize our database in such a way that people can easily make use of it. Well, so I'm very, very certain that everything we've been able to learn has been quite interesting. Well, I'm not going to leave us like that. We're going to go ahead now to do an activity. So let's work on activity right now, which is going to build upon everything that we have done. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing this should be our second activity. Okay, let's just leave it as activity. So the activity goes this way. Okay, let's use a an organization. Okay, wait for it. I'm thinking. Okay, let's say that Gleek's government agency has contracted you to build a comprehensive access database that would be used by its IT department. The database is expected to be used by the receptionist, who is not an IT person per se. Okay, so your job now is to create a sample database that includes all the objects. Okay, that you have learned. Okay, the database should be easy to interpret, okay, and use. Fine, that is it. Now, why I'm putting it this way, it's a little technical to look at it first off, but believe me, it's cute. Let's blow this up now. Now, the idea here is that you should be in a position to look at, think outside the box. I think that's the best way I can put it. Think outside the box. You're thinking a government agency, IT department. Those are the key words: government agency, IT department. You want a database for the IT department. What happens in an IT department? Do they sell computers? Do they type projects? Do they collect information from every other department? Do they repair their computers? That is what you're thinking. So your database should be built in such a way that you're thinking about one particular function of your IT department and you're trying to figure that out. I am thinking that this could be a project. All right, but I want us to think outside the box. You can't get the answer to this just by getting just now. It doesn't work. You need to think, meditate upon it, and try to figure out how an IT department might work. That might require you to even ask some questions. Okay, please, and please, I am so begging you, try to do this. You'll be surprised with yourself. That's the truth. The database here is expected to be used by the receptionist, who is not an IT person per se, and so your database is expected to be simple to understand at the same time. It's for the IT department, but you are trying to display it for somebody who will not be able to use it. So that means the terminologies, the terms you're going to use in there should be easy to understand. Are we getting it? So that is what I expect to see. So I like to see yours think outside the box here, people. I want you guys to surprise me. I want you guys to wow me, wow yourself. Okay, feel free to email me what you have been able to do, and I'm going to drop my comments. I might give you a gift if you sweep me off my feet. Okay, so please, I like us to do this. This is going to make certain that we already know what we're doing. Already, I can guarantee that the report is a walkover. I can also guarantee that technically the forms are a walkover. And so let's just see how we can build this thing. Let's build this thing up. Inserting a relationship might not be necessary. It all depends on how many departments of the IT department, how many functions of the IT department you're trying to put in separate tables. That will determine if you're trying to insert a relationship or not. I think I pretty much told you everything you need to do. Okay, that's the last thing I'm going to say. So in conclusion, guys, feel free to please do this. It's very, very important. In case you're not certain of what to do, yeah, you already have the entire video, so feel free to go back from the top and view each of the videos one after the other and get a total grasp of what we are trying to say here. Okay, and try this out on your own. Please, I would really love you to do this for me. Okay, as a favor, please. Okay, I'm sure you're going to do that. So let me thank you immensely, guys, once again for your efforts, for your attention, for your patience in making this particular video a success. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate you working hand in hand with me in understanding this, guys. I decided to create a slide that will tell you a little more about your instructor. So feel free to read through and and feel free to contact me at the same time in case you have any questions, any reservations, or any other skills you would like to learn. I will be more than willing to assist you there. So from me, Gilead Obona, and the Glicks Virtual Academy crew, it's a thank you for making use of this tutorial, and we hope to see you in another video. Peace.